Hello everybody, it's Becky and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new video for you guys and we are talking products I regret buying. I've been collecting a few products this last I don't know, when's the last time I filmed one of these? Months. And they've just been hoarding up a space here. So I just really quickly want to go through them. I don't want to make this video too long because I have a ton of stuff. And I also need to spend some time just letting you guys know that some of these products might be amazing for you. They just didn't work for me very well. I've tried them a few times, but sometimes you just have better products and then you find out they're kind of not as well. So I'm just not, I don't want to be too negative about this, but if I do sound like I am, I do apologize for that. And I hope this video can be kind of helpful for you guys if you are just kind of debating to see if you like some of these products or not. So anyways, we're gonna get started with the products. So we're gonna start with eyeshadow palettes. I have these two. I think I have another one, I just can't find it right now. But I do have these two LA Girl little, what are these, eyeshadow palettes. I have the color Naturally Beautiful, yeah, and the You're Smoking Hot. Now both of these, the eyeshadows are completely just, they don't work that well. I have just better quality shadows than this, and even for the price, I know they're really inexpensive, but honestly Maybelline shadows could work a little bit better than this. Milani shadows can work a little bit better if you are in that price range. They did come with these little applicators, and my nose is so itchy. But yeah, this is actually, I loved when I first got the shades. Except this one, I'm not a very smoky person, but I love this one. And then the more I swatch, and I even tried using this one, it is so disgusting. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just doesn't really apply well. It's just really patchy. Just new. They don't swatch very nicely. The next eyeshadow palette that I want to mention was this this Mally Nude Tude palette that I got. I got this a few months ago, and the reason that I put it in my products I regret buying is because not all of the shades are great. I hate when they're very inconsistent with the products. I don't want to buy a palette to basically just use two shades. I want the palette so I can use all of the shades, and this is what happened with this one. It's just all these shades are very inconsistent. They're not very good. They're very patchy. They don't blend well. I just couldn't really work with them that much. I know there's some shades in here, honestly can't remember. They were quite nice. I think the shimmery ones worked quite well. Or they swatch quite well. Yeah, they swatch well. But again, all the matte ones were just too patchy. And let me show, look at the dark one. It just didn't swatch very nicely, and I picked up quite product. The nude shades are basically very, very dry. You're not going to be able to tell because it's basically my tone. They're just, it doesn't really give off very much pigmentation, and yeah, it just wasn't really a great quality. Actually, this palette is not as expensive as other palettes, but I would just say save your money and get a Urban Decay palette or something else. Going with a palette trend, but I am talking blushes. I want to mention this palette because at first I was so in love with this palette. This is the Smashbox LA Lights Blush and Highlight Palettes. This is the color Covert City Coral, and it looks like this. It's quite nice and beautiful. I actually really love this color right here for my skin tone. But the more I used it, the more I realized that, I don't know if you guys can see, but they swatch right there. They don't really last on your skin. I also think this one looks very funky on me. Maybe because of my skin tone. I'm not sure. It just looks like, I don't know. I mean, it is this one right here, and it just looks very bright and kind of clownish. I don't know. It's just very weird. And this highlight, it's not really a highlight. It's basically like a shimmer blush on my skin tone. Maybe on somebody else it could look like a highlight, but this one is so awfully powdery. It doesn't have any shimmer to it, like those nice, glowy highlights. It's not at all like that. So I feel like for the money, I mean, I really just used this one. It was just a bad combo. Very, again, inconsistent formulas with its two blushes. So I just, no. Going again to LA Girl, I'm gonna talk about this powder. I've heard people like it. I tried. If I wish I could get a close-up, but you can actually see, I mean, I almost hit pan. That's how much I used it because I tried so hard to make it work. It doesn't really work. It just cakes up on my skin. you can tell I have powder on. It's not good to set your foundation, and not good to use alone either, because I thought maybe it just had such great coverage or whatever that I can maybe just put a BB cream and top this one. It doesn't really have good coverage either, but there's something about this powder that just makes it look very cakey. Another powder that I want to talk about, this is by Be a Bombshell Cosmetics, and it was just a bad powder. I didn't really like it at all. Again, very chalky. It was a no bueno. Going in with a foundation trend, I want to mention this one. I don't even know if they still sell it, but I always forget to mention it in my videos. This is the Tarte BB cream. I hate this BB cream. Okay, I bought it through HSN or QVC, one of those TV things, and they were showing it like they were giving this girl like crazy coverage, and you guys know that my skin has a lot of things going on. And anyway, so I got it thinking, great, I can use a BB cream with great coverage, and obviously it doesn't really work that way. It was just very cakey and blended really weird, and I don't know, it didn't give coverage. And it actually says here like buildable coverage. Don't build this. You're gonna look super cakey and you're never gonna get to that full coverage. And it also doesn't last 12 hours. Definitely doesn't last 12. It doesn't even last 6 hours. So I just hate it, and I always forget to mention it in here. But if they still have it, just don't get it. Going back to another foundation that I received this month. Well, not this month, but this year. I got the new Water Blend foundation from Makeup Forever. I couldn't really get this to work on my skin. I think somebody that has a very perfect skin and for some reason wants to wear foundation, this is great because it's very light. It's basically water. Do not use your sponge because it's just going to absorb it right in. You have to use a brush, but I don't get it. It didn't really look nice on my skin. I hear people say that, oh, their skin looks amazing, but not on my skin. It just didn't really work that well. It has no coverage whatsoever. So it's basically just a veil, I don't know, to even out maybe discoloration, although it doesn't really do that for me either. But I just don't know. I don't get this point of this foundation. It just didn't work for me. I just want to throw in this highlight. This is the highlight by, what is it? Oh, ColourPop. It says right there. This is a shitty, sorry, but it's a really bad highlight. This is in the Stole the Show highlight. I don't even know, but it got disgusting. Like, it's straight up glitter, but like when you, I don't know if it's right here, but once you like blended it, it just looks like chalky glitter on your face. It's not a good highlight. Not at all. And you swatch it and it looks nice, but when you put it on your skin, it doesn't really, I don't know, it's not really glowy. You would think that, oh, you would get like a crazy highlight with a bunch of glitter, but it's not even like that. It's just straight up patchy glitter on your face. Another highlight that I want to mention, this is by Beauty For Real, and they send me like a sample of their highlight. This is just, I don't even know. They sell this one at their website, and it's quite expensive, and it's totally not good. It's just the glow, I guess, highlight that they have. Not bueno either. I want to mention again Be a Bombshell, because they did send me these beautiful eye bases that once I got to working it on my eye, it didn't really do much. They're really hard to work with. They're patchy. They don't have quite pigmentation like putting it in your eyelid as I would want, even with a brush or your fingers. So I would totally skip on these. Keeping it in the eyes, I also bought this Maybelline Master Prime thing. This is the, I think this is like the glittery one, but I hated this. I tried so hard to make it work because I'm all for drugstore products, but I don't know, it was just very hard to blend, very hard to do anything with it. I tried, and it doesn't really prime actually. There's like no point to this product because you can tell, well, it's hard to work with, but it primes amazing. It doesn't even do that, so I think this is a total like just skip it out. I just went like this and like rubbed some of the powder on my face. Hopefully you guys can't see it. But anyways, let's move on. I want to talk these two like concealers. I want to mention this Erase Paste that I always forget to mention by Benefit. I think they still have it, and it's quite sticky, so I don't recommend it. It was just too sticky for me. Couldn't really work for it, or work with it, sorry. And then I also got this, what brand is this? I think it's like Evelina Iona or something. This concealer is so crappy and it's so expensive. Yeah, I don't even know. It doesn't give you coverage at all. It doesn't really do what a concealer is supposed to do. So I would just also totally skip it. Another concealer that I want to mention is by Mally, and this is the Ultimate Performance Concealer. It's just very cakey, and it doesn't give you like a nice, like, kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't look well under your eye, and it's really hard to blend. And I found that even with the brush or whatever, it just always looks, I don't know, it just didn't, it's not good. I didn't like it. I have two products by ESTEE Edit, and this is the Illuminator cream thing, and this is also an Hydrate and Glow thing. And both of these feel like I'm putting glue on my face. Like, it's sticky. It's like a sticky product, both of these. I actually really like the highlight that is in the cap. Weird place, to be completely honest, but it's actually quite nice. But this illuminator, like, I don't understand. Like, you can put it in with your foundation, you can put it in certain high points of your face, and it does not work. I tried it so many times just because this is such an expensive product, and I figured maybe I was doing something wrong, but no, I think it's just the product. Again, this is the Hydrate and Glow Beam Team, and again, just sticky stuff. Nobody wants that in their face. And they're both kind of very similar. I don't even know why would they market two things that are basically the same. So that was it for my products I regret buying. I hope you guys agreed or enjoyed this video. If you guys do disagree with anything, just make sure to leave it down below. I love to know how you guys use some of these products yourself. But yeah, I just wanted to share some things that just wasn't my cup of tea. So anyways, again, make sure to subscribe if you guys are new. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.